Hello everyone. In the previous class of strength of material, we have covered the most vast chapter, the stress strain chapter. After that, we have covered the principal stress strain chapter. Okay. Next, I am going to the most important chapter and little bit critical chapter for the first time as you are studying this chapter. This will be you feel critical, but this is I am saying much more important for your civil engineering and mechanical engineering students. Okay, this will apply in the every chapter whatever we study after this chapter. This application will be definitely used. Okay, so I suggest the student to go through my lecture of this chapter specially carefully and practice more and more so that the concept will be clear to everyone. Okay, so this chapter is shear force and bending moment. In this chapter, you no need to by heart anything, only concepts are there in this chapter. Okay, no need to by heart anything. Okay, all you have to understand these things. Okay, so that it will be more easier. Otherwise, this will be most difficult chapter for you, and maximum number of questions problems will come from this chapter. This chapter is much more important. Okay, for your semester point of view and for your competitive exam point of view. Okay, so this chapter you should go through conceptually. Okay, don't go overly ऊपर ऊपर से नहीं जाना है, just go through the deep so that it will be clear, then you can solve any kind of problem. Okay, so as this is a first lecture of this chapter, I don't want to go to the depth of shear force and bending moment. Before that, the fundamental thing whatever you should definitely know before going to this chapter, that is but the fundamental thing, that is types of support. Okay, types of beams. Next, types of loading. These three things you should know before going to shear force bending moment chapter. So in this lecture I will go only to these three things. Okay, what are the different type of load, different type of beam and different type of loading. Okay, so starting with the types of support. Well, what are the different types of supports? So what are the different type of support? So starting with first one, fixed support. Okay, so what is fixed support? Fixed support will look like something like this. Suppose this is a point, this is our fixed support. So what is the it signifies? Fixed support means the reaction will be like this. Three reaction will be there. One towards the upward, one in the horizontal direction, another one is rotational reaction. Okay, so here I can write R vertical, the vertical reaction. Here I am denoting. Understand carefully, otherwise this will be difficult. The vertical reaction will definitely there. This is the suppose RH, that is horizontal reaction. This is suppose mz, that is rotational reaction, yeah, moment. Okay. So why this reaction I have written? Why three reaction are there? Because if this reaction are there, this beam cannot move to in this direction. Means what? तो इसका मतलब क्या रहा? RV मतलब vertical reaction. As the beam हमको vertical reaction दे रहा है, तो ये downward कभी move नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है? ये downward कभी move नहीं होगा. Same case RH horizontal reaction. Horizontal reaction दे रहा है तो ये horizontally कभी move नहीं हो सकता. Okay? Next, it is also giving rotational moment, so it cannot rotate the beam. Okay, ये rotate भी नहीं हो सकता. ये पूरा rigid support है. ठीक है. पहला fixed support है जिसमें तीन reaction आता है, एक vertical, एक horizontal, एक rotational reaction. Okay. First time you are hearing this, so it will be little bit odd. When you will practice more and more in this chapter, this will be just simple for everyone. Okay. This is all about fixed support. Next, will be hinge support. So what is hinge support? Hinge support means something like this. It is called hinge support. So what is the difference between fixed and hinge? Here only two reactions will be there. Here RV, here RH. No rotational movement. Means what? It can rotate. Yes or no? Rotational reaction is not there, so it can rotate. Okay, that is hinge support, but it cannot move downward or horizontally. Okay. So this is reaction, only two reaction, one is vertical, one is horizontal. So it can be rotated because no reaction in rotational direction. Okay, this is called hinge support. Okay, now we'll move to the last support, that is roller support. So what is roller support? Roller support means something like this. So in this case only one reaction will be there, that is vertical reaction. Rest are zero. Okay, no horizontal reaction is there, so it can move horizontally. Okay, the beam can move horizontally because no reaction available. The moment also there, the rotational reaction is also zero, so it can rotate also. Okay, only it cannot move in vertical direction. Okay, this is called roller support. Clear? First fixed support, three reaction will be there, vertical, horizontal, rotational. Next hinge support, only two reaction, horizontal and vertical reaction. Third one is roller support, only the vertical reaction will be there. Clear? Next, types of support over. Next we'll move to types of beam. Types of beam. First one is simply supported beam. So what is simply supported beam? Simply supported beam means here one hinge reaction will be there, here one roller reaction will be there. roller support, sorry, hinge support and roller support will be there. It is hinge, so two reaction will be there, RB, RH. Here only one, that is RB. Clear? So this is called simply supported beam. In the two end, one is hinge support, another one is roller support. This is called simply supported beam. Second one is, remember this thing, otherwise it will be create problem. The second one is cantilever beam. So what is cantilever beam? In the cantilever beam, one end will be fixed, another end will be free. Okay. So this is AB. Here also AB. This is free end. Okay. So it can move any direction, upward, downward, horizontally, rotationally, all can move. Here three direction will be there. Here RV, here RH, and one moment will also there. Suppose MZ. This is called cantilever beam. Next one, third one is propped cantilever beam. So what is propped cantilever beam? It is similar to cantilever beam, one end will be fixed, but in this end one reaction will be there. So that is called propped cantilever. Here RP, RH, here one reaction will be there, here one reaction will be, because it is roller support. Okay. This is fixed, this is roller. So this will be called propped cantilever beam. Fourth one is, suppose fixed beam. The name only signifies fixed beam means both the ends are fixed. This is end A, this is end B, both are fixed. Okay. So reaction will be 3 here, here also 3 RB, here also RH, one moment reaction will be there, rotational reaction, here also same thing, RB, here RH, and one rotational moment MZ. So this beam will called fixed beam. Okay, they are the most 4 useful and important beam you will use while solving the problem. One is simply supported beam. In simply supported beam, one end is hinge support, another end is your roller support. Here next one is cantilever beam. One end is fixed, another end is free. In the third, that is propped cantilever beam, one end is fixed, another end is roller support, yeah, hinge, whatever. Next, fixed beam, one end is fixed, another end is also fixed. Clear? Next, we will move to the last beam, that is continuous beam. The last thing, that is continuous beam. Continuous beam means what? There will be more than 3 reactions. Suppose here one fixed will be there, here one reaction, one support, here one support, okay, here one support, like this it will continue. So this will be called your continuous beam. Make it simply supported, no need to put into fixed. So here two reaction will be there because it is hinge, the rest are roller, so one reaction will be there. So this is called continuous beam when the number of supports are more than 3. Okay. Here the total number of support is more than 3, that is 4 supports. So this beam is called continuous beam. In continuous beam, the number of supports are generally greater than equal to 3. Okay, here 4 support, so this is called continuous beam. Okay, next 5 type of beam are over. Next we'll move for our last part of this lecture, that is types of loading. Okay, the last part of this class. Types of loading. First one, that is point load. So what did we mean by point load? Suppose one beam is there like this. Which type of beam is there? Simply supported beam. So in this beam, point load means only at one point the load will act. Suppose this is A point, this is B, this is C. So this is called point load. Only at one point the load will be there. That is called point load. Next one is uniformly distributed load. Uniformly distributed load means what? Suppose this is a simply supported beam. A simply supported beam. The load is uniformly distributed throughout the beam. Okay. So suppose the load value is W kilonewton per meter. It is represented like this. Whatever the value, suppose 5 kilonewton meter, 6 kilonewton per meter, 15 kilonewton per meter. So this is our length L. So per meter, 5 kilonewton per meter, 2 kilonewton per meter, like this the value will come. Here only one value, W kilonewton. Whatever the W, the weight, the load value, that will be there. That is in terms of generally kilonewton. Here kilonewton per meter, because it is uniformly distributed throughout the length, throughout the beam. Okay. So these two loading is there in your syllabus. Okay. So these two will be rapidly used. Okay. More frequently you will use the point load, uniformly distributed load. Last one is your uniformly varying load, that you will not use much, but still you should know. That is uniformly varying load. Suppose this is the beam. Loading will be like this. It will vary, rapidly increasing, decreasing, whatever. So this is called length L, here it is A point, it is B point. Then this will be called uniformly varying load. Clear? So this is not in your syllabus, no need to go through it. Only point load and uniformly distributed load is there in your syllabus. So in this class we have covered the most fundamental thing of the shear force bending moment chapter, that is types of support, that is maybe hinge support, that may be roller support, that may be fixed support. The three support over. Next types of beam, simply supported beam, then cantilever beam, then propped cantilever beam, then fixed beam, then continuous beam. All the 5 types of beam also over. Next, last thing, types of loading, that is point load and uniformly distributed load, and this is uniformly varying load. The 3 things are over. These you should definitely know before going into the chapter, otherwise you will not understand anything. So I suggest the student to go through the fundamental thing whatever I taught. If any doubt you can ask me. Next class will start our next topics of this chapter. Thank you. If any doubt you can ask me.